everyone, and welcome to today's webinar. My name is Rachel Klein, and I will be your presenter here for the next 30 minutes. I'm joined today by Pam Henderson, who is not only the Payroll Helper coordinator, which Payroll Helper is what we're going to be going over today, but she's also in charge of the Project Helper that we talked about yesterday. If you're interested in the Project Helper webinar, that will be up on the website later today as well. So you're able to go back and listen to that if you have any projects you might be interested in having Church Windows help you with. Check out that video. It's up on our website, and it'll give you some great information about these two new services that we are rolling out for you guys. Again, today we're going to be focusing on Payroll Helper. I did schedule the webinar for about 30 minutes. I doubt we will get to that full length of time. Hopefully it'll be about 20 minutes, and then we'll have some time at the end if anyone has questions that they wish to ask or go over specific questions about their data. Feel free to do that on the GoToWebinar toolbar, expand the question section, and just type those questions in there. If you've done a webinar with me before, I don't actually read the questions until after I'm done presenting. But feel free to type those in as they pop in, and then we will do our best to get you an answer once we're done presenting. So as I said, Payroll Helper is a new service that Church Windows is now offering. This service goes above and beyond what you're paying for with your regular support. With Payroll Helper, we'll actually review your payroll data. We can analyze your setup and work with you to handle any corrections or special circumstances that might arise within your church. And keep in mind, Payroll Helper is designed to be an ongoing service with an annual fee. So we'll talk about those fees here towards the end of the webinar, but the biggest difference between Payroll Helper and Project Helper is that Project Helper, if you were with us yesterday, that is designed to be a one-time project. Payroll Helper is designed to help you for the year. Okay, so that's the biggest difference between these two new services that we're rolling out with. And again, like I said, today we're going to do a bit of a Q&A with Pam. So I have some questions lined up for her, and then she is going to give us some answers. So first question for you, Pam. What specifically does Payroll Helper service do for our customers?
Well, Payroll Helper service is unique because it goes in and we do a complete analysis of your data. So if you decide that this is something of interest to you, what I'll do is go and get a backup of your data through our secure Dropbox and do a complete analysis. And what that analysis entails is a review of each person on your payroll, looking at their pay type, their pay period, how their federal, state, and local taxes are all set up. Then we look at also the pastors. Pastors have such a unique payroll requirement that we really need to spend some time there making sure that everything is set up appropriately. We look at the setup of the allowances and the deductions, checking each of those tax attributes to be sure that for whatever particular allowance you've set up, that the tax attributes are set up appropriately. Then how they appear on the W-2. Once this is set up, this is huge because it'll seamlessly flow. But that setup and coordination of it is vital.
Great. Okay. So I want to show you on your screen here, you guys should be seeing Church Windows website. Before we dive in any further, I do want to show you where you can find this Payroll Helper information on our site at churchwindows.com. We're not going to be clicking around the payroll program today. I don't have any specific slides for you, but I do want to point this out on our website so you are able to find it and do some more research if you so choose. So at churchwindows.com, under supporting, go down here to training and resources, and then right here, third option says Church Windows Helper Services. I'm going to scroll down here a little bit. Again, here's the Project Helper tab if you're interested in that. But again, today we're doing payroll, so I'm going to go ahead and click on that. Lot of good information here on this screen. And Payroll Helper can be a huge benefit for your church. And some of those are listed out here on our website for you to review. But Pam, what would you say are some great benefits of Payroll Helper for the church?
Well, Payroll Helper is huge because you do get a dedicated, experienced payroll tech that will be your point of contact. That person, which right now is me, we will work together for any kind of special situations you have. Say you have a new employee coming on board. I want to be sure that we have that set up. We'll work with you to run your reports to determine, your amounts for your 941 deposits. I'll email you reminders about those quarterly tax statements that are due. We'll also do quarterly electronic filing of the 941 and of the W-2s at the end of the year. And we work through Tax Bandits, who's our filing partner. If you have any corrections that need to be done, if you have any unusual tax circumstances with COVID, we all have a few, so we work through those. Also work on, perhaps you want to do direct deposit through payroll. I'll work with you to show you where those setup features are, what information you need to get from your employees, as well as the information you need to put in regarding the church. Get those files generated. Then if you ever receive any special notices from any taxing authorities, we'll go through those. We'll review those with you. And perhaps, we can offer some suggestions for some appropriate responses that you have for any of those situations.
Those are some great benefits for existing customers that use Church Windows. What about a customer who maybe just purchased payroll, or someone who's completely new to Church Windows that also bought payroll? What would be some benefits for an entirely new customer?
Well, this is an invaluable service because usually when you come in as a new customer, you are coming from another payroll service, and we have to get that information entered into the system. I will work with you. We'll do adjustments to get all that information put in so that the W-2s will be set up properly and be ready to file at the end of the year. If we have to do any adjustments, we will get you all ready to go. We'll also have to create accounts and accounting to transfer that payroll to. And then we have to set up our linkages. So it's a basic soup to nuts setup from the initial piece to getting it transferred over to accounting, as well as, holding hands as we run our very first, second, or even third payroll. I'll work with you to get those things set up so that you feel confident and comfortable using the payroll, Church Windows payroll.
Yeah. That's huge. So you mentioned earlier something about Tax Bandits. Can you explain what Tax Bandits is, and also what are the benefits of using that with Church Windows payroll?
Well, Tax Bandits is a tax filing service. Now, we've partnered with them, so just a few clicks within our payroll program will take you to Tax Bandits. And what we can do is we can file your quarterly 941 statement through Tax Bandits electronically. And then we also have a way to set up the W-2s so that the W-2s can be generated and filed and distributed to the employees all electronically through Tax Bandits. That is part of the fee that you pay when you sign up for Payroll Helper. So it is included in that cost.
So just to be clear, we've talked about all the things that Payroll Helper can help our customers with. What are some things that Payroll Helper does not do?
Well, Payroll Helper does not run your payroll for you. Like a lot of the tax services out there, they take care of running your payroll. Well, we don't do that. But we make sure that you're comfortable running the payroll yourself. We make sure that you're all set up and ready to go, and you can run your payroll on your own. We do not submit the direct deposit files to your bank, but we work with you and with your bank to get you set up. Banks sometimes ask you to upload those files to a website, and we can work with you to get that all taken care of and make sure that you're up and running. We do a pre-notify file to make sure that that's on track and the payrolls will go through. Now, we won't file your tax returns for you. That's something that you'll need to do, but we can get the W-2s filed through Tax Bandits that, will certainly help you get that set up. We're not a tax representative for the church. We won't go to the IRS for you, but we can help you with some suggestions. So we're not a true payroll service within that respect where we would actually take care of running your payroll, but we will give you the tools you need to handle your own payroll.
Yeah, so hence the name Payroll Helper.
Exactly.
We're here to help you. All right, so big question here. Is payroll expensive? How are our customers going to know what the prices are and if it fits in their budget as something that they can utilize?
Okay, well, Payroll Helper is an annual service. So when you sign up for the year, okay? You must be on our regular support program first. This is over and above that. Web customers, if you are on the Church Windows web, we will bill you separately. It's an additional fee beyond that service. So this it's just an additional cost for you to have this Payroll Helper service. Now, this annual fee is based on the number of employees you have. So, for instance, if you have, 1 to 5 employees, the cost per year is $97. It's a flat rate. If you have 6 to 15 employees, the cost is $197. 16 to 50, $297, and 50 plus employees is $397. Now, if you've done any checking with any other payroll services, or if you're using one currently, you know that the pricing is well above that, but they actually do the filing for you. With our service, we teach you how to file your own payroll and take care of, your employees as needed. Any questions you have, we make sure you get those answers.
Great. So then just to summarize, you must be on support. So you pay your support fee, and then on top of that, you would then add on this Payroll Helper service based on how many employees you have, whatever step you fall into.
That is correct. Okay. Absolutely.
Now, too, if someone wanted to try it out for the year and say they only have 4 employees, they could pay the $97, get the help for the year, and with all of the fabulous training they're going to get, they could do it for a year, and then they could be done for the next year and renew whenever they choose. Correct?
Right. I mean, once you do your initial setup, once we do the initial review, making sure everyone is set up as they're supposed to be, and then as you add employees, we'll go through and review those with you. But ongoing, you may not need to continue with Payroll Helper service after the first year. It's basically designed to do that analysis to make sure you're on track, that everything is set up as it should be, so that there are no surprises at the end of the year when you're running your W-2s.
Great. Okay. So let's talk about how you can, if this is of interest to you, where you can go and gather some more information, whether it's from our website or by calling our regular 800 number. As you saw before here, I directed you to the Payroll Helper service page on our website. Again, there's some good information here you can review. This webinar is also being recorded. It'll be up on our support center here by the end of the day. If you would like to watch it again or share it with someone else, you can come out to our website. And it does have a great summary here. If we scroll down towards the bottom, you're going to see those pricing tiers that we just discussed. And if you scroll down a little bit further, you're going to see the form that you can fill out if you would like to just get some more information, or if you're ready to give this a try. Fill out the information best you can. And then two, if you have your customer number, that is extremely helpful for us to be able to get in touch with you and track the information. So you can start here if you wish to fill out this form, or as always, you can call our 800 number, let the people know up front as they answered the phones, and then Pam here will get in touch with you and start the process of if Payroll Helper is best for you, or also get started and have her start reviewing your data and doing her best to help.